Yes, already you know.
This call is now being recorded.
Okay, let me share the screen. Okay. I hope everyone can view my screen, right? Okay. So, by the way, those who have just joined today, we are doing part two actually, of speaking. So, part one is followed by general questions where you need to first introduce yourself a little bit, and then you need to talk about what you do and all. And then, immediately in part one, they're going to ask you a few questions related to any topic, like any general topic, like hometown or food. Okay, any general topic which you can, you're very much related to it. Obviously, it's all about you. And part two is a question, which is uh, for 2 minutes you need to speak. I think we all have done just a minute sessions, jam sessions, we call it as in colleges, in universities, right? So in communication skills training, they teach, isn't it? Just a minute session where you need to speak for 1 minute. So here you need to speak for just 2 minutes. Okay. So the examiner says 1 to 2 minutes, but you need to speak up to, because the examiner will wait for you for 2 minutes, up to 2 minutes. Okay. And before that, 1 minute is given for preparation. So total, this part two question is actually for 3 minutes. Part two question is for 3 minutes. 1 minute is preparation time, which is given to you, and 2 minutes you need to speak on the topic. Am I clear? Yes. So anyone who has doubt in part one and part two, you can ask me now itself, like how it is. Yes, but anyways, we are at part two question, which is topic round, also called as Q card round, CUE. Q card in the sense question card round. Okay, so don't get panicked if the examiner says, okay, now we'll do Q card round. So Q card round is nothing but question card round, uh, or also part two, or a topic round. So these are the names given for part two question, and there will be only one question asked or one topic asked. Okay, in part two. For example, in part two, you have describe a book that you have already or recently have read. Okay, so the title of the author or the author who has wrote the book, you can speak a little bit about it, and then the genre of the topic of the book. Okay, and the plot and the characters of the book, your opinion of the book, and why you would recommend it to anyone to read it. So I believe that when it comes to topics, some of the topics we are not that comfortable, isn't it? We just some of the topics which are not, for example, one student asked me, sir, I've never read a book in my life anytime, so how can I actually answer this kind of question? So I've never read a book in my life, and never I have never gone through any author. So it's high time now that you prepare at least one topic on a book. Okay, and also another topic would be your favorite cricket sports person. So mostly girls might say, see, it's I'm not generalizing anyone. Some of the girls might think, okay, I don't have any favorite cricket player, but mostly I know girls come up with a favorite cricket player, Dhoni or Virat Kohli or the whoever it is. Okay, or nowadays even women are also playing really great, isn't it? The cricket, isn't it? So the match, you can talk about any cricket player or any sports person. So prepare a topic which you're not comfortable in. So, for example, what if the topic which you're not comfortable in comes up in the examination? So that will be very difficult, isn't it? So prepare a topic on a book or an author which you like. Prepare a topic on your favorite sports person. Prepare a topic on about a person whom you really look up to, or whom you inspire. I mean, get inspired of. Like these kind of topics, so that you prepare ahead itself. So mostly part two questions are all of these kind of topics. Okay. Yes. So now today's topic is describe a book. Okay, the first one. I am giving you, you in the examination, actually, you will be given 1 minute, but I'm giving you more than 5 minutes now. You can prepare on the topic. You can write like 10 to 15 sentences now, because obviously you have 5 minutes, right? So in the examination, what will you do? Because you'll have only 1 minute. You believe me, you can't believe, just you write few words and the time is up, goes off like that. So what will you write in that 1 minute? What will you do in that 1 minute? You'll just mind map things. Okay. So many students will ask, like, so what would I do in that 1 minute? Obviously you will write the some of the hints. Okay, name of the book or name of the author. Okay. Slash, you will write some of the hints, why you like it. But end of the day, it is all in here, right? So even if you write over there, you can just speak just without seeing whatever hints you've written. But it's better you write something over there, scribble something, and fine. Some of the students, I can just speak for 2 minutes just like that. If you're very confident, yes, you can do that too. Even if you don't write anything, because the examiner will hand over one pencil and one paper to you to scribble on about part two. Part one and part three, he or she will not give you any, what do you call, any paper or pencil, because part one and part three is all about like they'll ask a question, immediately you need to answer within 1 or 2 seconds, or at least 5 seconds. You can think about it and just answer it. That's it. But part two, 1 minute is given. But believe me, guys, 1 minute flies off like that. So whatever you have to prepare, you have to prepare before itself, before ahead. That means you have to prepare on at least 50 to 60 topics, so then only you will be able to speak on any topic which is given in the. So all the recent topics which have been asked, or repetitive topics which have been asked in part two questions, already we have those in our website. You can access those materials. Okay. Once you finish up the class, you can actually ask ma'am where you can find that material. So if you can access in our website, yes, you can go through different kinds of topics and prepare on it. Okay. So yes, your 5 minutes for preparation starts now. Yes, once it is done, I'll be opening the mic for whoever raises the hand. You can start speaking for 2 minutes. And remember that you need to speak on for 2 minutes. So write whatever you can write, write up to 10 to 15 sentences, and then you can speak. And you can also use the hints and props which are there in the question, okay, and use the sentences which you have written. But everything I want you to speak in within 2 minutes, okay? Yes, your time starts now. And the examiner will have two gadgets with her or him. Okay, what are those? One is stopwatch, and another one is a recorder, where your entire speaking session is getting recorded. I hope you know about this, right? Yes. So on your examination day, what are the things to be taken care of? If you have any questions, you can pose it in the chat box later. Okay, whatever questions you have regarding speaking, like how would be the day and what kind of dress code I need to do, all these things, you can post those questions if you want. Okay, after this question. So 1 minute is already completed. You have 4 minutes to go. You can write up to 10 to 15 sentences. Okay, once you're done with it, you can raise a hand, and then I'll release the mic and you can speak. Okay, you have 2 more minutes left to prepare on this topic. You can speak anything and everything about the topic. Anything. Okay, 1 minute left, guys. Okay, your 5 minutes is up, I believe, and you can start raising your hands. Let me see who has raised their hand here. How many hands are there? Yes, I can see how many. Okay. Yes. So, ma'am, who has raised the hand? Let me know. Okay, people. Okay. Sohail Siddiqui, official, and yes, VVNR. Yes, only four hands. I have got more than like you know 60 to 70 people. Only four raised the hand. Okay, so we'll go with Sohail. Sohail, you can unmute yourself. Sohail Siddiqui. Sohail, can you hear me? Hello. Uh, Sohail, can you start speaking? I can't hear you actually. Okay, Sohail is not there. So fine. VVNR.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me.
I give the microphone
Hello, sir.
permission right now.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Very good evening. So is it Sohail?
Yes, sir. Suhel, sir.
Sohail Siddiqui, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sohail, can you describe the book which you like the most? And I'll just keep the timer now. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready, sir.
Yes. And you need to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, your time starts now.
Well, I have read plethora of books in my life, but here today I would like to talk about.
Mm.
But here today I'd like to talk about one such book, and which is such a thought-provoking book, and the name of the book is Once Upon a Street Wall. and it is written by one of the famous American businessman and writer, Peter Lynch. And the book is completely describe about the stock market and business, and it contains all the background and foreground information of the stocks and how to invest in stocks. And I read this book on a regular basis. And this
ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ
book
ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು
has
ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೆ
been
ಕಟ್
gifted by
ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ
and this book has been gifted by
ಓದಕತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು
my elder brother
ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ
as I have completed my graduation. This book was a graduation gift from me from my elder brother. As I have completed my
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ
graduation and I'm yet to
ಇಲ್ಲೇ
start my
ಇದೀನಲ್ಲ
job, so my brother want me to
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೀನಲ್ಲ
invest a small portion of my salary
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೀನಿ ನಿನ್ ಮುಂದಾನೆ
in stock market. So I have read and he have pleased me to read this book, and it is such a thought provoking and interesting book that I have came through. I have read lots of book in my life, but
ಬಿಟ್ಟು
this one
ಹೊಂಟಿದಲ್ಲ
such book have helped me to make money out of it.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ
Uh,
ಕೊಂಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಜಸ್ಟ್
this
ಅಟೆಂಡ್
book helped me
ಮಾಡಲ್ತೀನಿ
a lot
ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡಮ್ಮ
whenever I have got stuck
Okay,
and I'm
ಅಟೆಂಡ್
standing
others
on a
will
ಮಾಡತ್ತೀನಿ
mute
fences.
the call.
ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು
I'm sorry, Sohail.
ಎಷ್ಟಂತಾವ
Sohail,
ಈ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಬಿದ್ದದ
others will mute the call, please.
ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ
Hello,
ಆಪ್ಲೈನ್
Hello,
ಇದು
sir.
ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು
who is speaking in Tamil? Can you please
ಹ್ಮ್
mute your call?
ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡು
Hello, someone is speaking in Tamil. Please mute the call. When someone is speaking, please respect. Okay, others will mute. Only the person who's speaking will actually be on unmute. Okay, guys. Yes, Sohel, I'm really sorry. You can come. You can complete. You were there up to 1 minute 13 seconds. Yes, I want you to complete till I tell you stop. Yes, you can stop. You can start like start
Okay, sir.
again. I
Fine,
mean,
sir.
don't start from the first. You said yeah, you want to do something right regarding it. Yes, what is it? Yes,
Well,
plot
as I have
character.
recently completed graduation, my brother have gifted me this as my graduation gift. So,
Okay,
and he wanted me to go through this book and learn, gain lots of knowledge, acquire knowledge from this book on stock
okay,
market and investing in the stock market.
okay.
And whenever I have struck before reading this book, I used to think that investing in stock market is just a piece of cake. But after going through this book, I have came to know that investing in market is also not just a piece of cake.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm standing on fences like how which company I have to invest or not, I just go through this book so this book helped me a lot, like in which company and have to invest and which have to not invest in the company. So this book helped me a lot in making money. Uh, Apart from that, even my friends ask me before investing in different kind of companies. They ask me that in which company we have to invest, and even have suggested them.
Your time is up. You spoke up to more than 2 minutes. Very good. So I love the way you completed for 2 minutes. But Sohel, you need to control your pace, buddy. Why are you running like a Shatabdi Express or the recent one? What is it? Jai Janbhoomi. What is it? You're like running very fast. You don't want to complete your examination and go out of the room very fast, right? Obviously, we all want to do it fast and fast enough from there, but don't be in a hurry. Okay, so your pace is so fast, just little slower. I mean, low down your pace and slower your pace. Okay, and obviously your voice is really good, and your clarity of the words are good. The voice in the sense, the clarity of the words and the sentence and framing of the sentences are good. But at one time, I also felt that you're not very natural. You're just reading from somewhere. Are you reading from somewhere?
No, sir, no, sir.
No,
I have
right?
just told the keywords.
You have got your keywords, you have got some hints and stuff, isn't it? So you
Yes, sir,
should
that's it.
sound naturally. So what you need to do is you need to add, like, well, these kind of things you need to add in between. However, moreover, these kind of collocation conjunctions, you need to use it. Okay, so these cohesive words will also help you, right? Like we write in writing, right? All cohesive words, moreover, however. Okay, in addition, I know this will sound little, scripted, but again, here and there you can use it naturally. And moreover, you should sound natural. That is what they wanted. So otherwise, I didn't find much mistakes. Yeah, like for example, only one or two grammatical mistakes you have done. Something you wrote. So you told about brother want
No,
me
sir,
to.
no,
Sorry,
but
my brother want me to. Okay,
yes, sir, yes,
my
sir.
brother wants me to, because brother is singular, right? So verb which is want will become yes, my brother
Words.
wants me to do this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's
Fine, sir.
subject verb agreement, isn't it? When subject
Yes, sir.
is singular, the verb will be coming with yes, isn't it? When the subjects are plural, for example, they want me to read that book. For example, you have two brothers, for example, or two friends. They want you to read that book. They want me to read. Okay, here my brother wants me to read the book. Okay, then so like just take care of the subject verb agreements. And you also said have come to know. No, have came to know two times you've used, two or three times. Have came to know that. Have came to know that. So have with have come will come. I have come to know that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So if you want to use came, don't use have. I came to know that. See, I came to know that is correct sentence grammatically. I have come to know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have will not with come with again past tense here. Okay. So I
Yes, sir.
came to know that blah blah blah. Okay, that is those were the two things. And I don't know one nowadays using plethora of why you see it I out of 100 people if the examiner is taking the examination like 70 people will use plethora. Okay, so it has become very scripted now. So change
Just
it.
to cover the lexical resource part, sir.
Yes, plethora means you can use many, plenty. Okay, use
Abundance.
we don't have the only that word, which is good, isn't it? See, see the examiners what they look here is it's not like how great spelling you're using. I mean, great vocabulary you're using here. No, they'll see how differently you're using different simple vocabulary. For example, uh, Sohail is good in studies. Sohail is good in sports. Sohail is good in good in his nature. So the examiner will think only, okay, this guy knows only good word. So if you use Sohail
Versatile.
in studies, Sohail is great in sports. Sohail has a nice nature. So I'm just using very simple words, but variation I'm showing here, isn't it? So what I'm
Yes, sir.
trying to say is plethora is a good word. No, there's no problem with the word, but many people use it. So I want you guys to be little, hatke, little come out of the box and speak. Even if you speak simpler words, try to change that course. But again, change the course in the sense don't use a word which you don't know at all. Okay,
Yes,
that
sir.
is one. So plethora has become more monotonous to me. So maybe you are using for the first time and one time you're using within the examination. That is fine. Again, okay, but try to be natural. So that is what I felt. Otherwise, for your for topic two, that is part two, I can give you 6.5 definitely for this because the way you spoke up to 2 minutes without any hesitation, the confidence levels you have, so keep it up. But apart from it, you can just work on your subject verb agreements and okay, like few mistakes, very few, and don't it. This is one feedback I have. Otherwise, you are doing it great. So from 6.5 to 8, to go to 7.58, this is what you need to work on. You need to sound natural, use some cohesive words, okay, and also like that. These kind of words, if you add, it will become more natural. When I was quite young, I always wanted to read this book, but the thing is I never got a chance. That's quite costly, and my parents wouldn't afford me to buy that series of those books of what do you call that magic book, right? What is it? Harry Potter
Harry Potter.
series. They're very costly, so you are sounding it natural there. You're just making story, you're just telling that story in such a way that the examiner is imagining, okay, she's going into your childhood and thinking of these, okay, this guy did like this, maybe, okay, he was thinking like that. So you need to take the examiner into a trance that should imagine things, so that is what that naturality comes when I believe we all have seen our teachers, and when they talk about any stories, mostly language teachers, Telugu, Hindi, and English teachers, when they talk about any story, when they explain something, they take us to a different
Imagination level.
yeah, the trance, where we imagine things in our friend in our a small TV opens up and we see something, Okay, this is what it happened in that story. So in that same way, in those 10 minutes, see, definitely you won't have more than 12 minutes with the examiner, guys. Everyone, I'm talking to everyone. Only hardly you'll be spending 12th minute, 13 minute you'll be out of the examination. Okay, no one, I've never seen anyone who has spent more than 15 minutes in the examination. Okay, with the obviously in the speaking. So so in those 10 to 12 minutes, try to create that aura. Okay, see, they'll be judging many people on this, but you need to keep a mark that yes, you are very special. You have to be like a storyteller. Okay, obviously grammar is important, everything is important, but confidence is definitely an important thing. Apart from that, yes, definitely these are the things you need to be a storyteller. This is what happened. I was like that. I was this. I wanted this book to be like this. I wanted to always read this book. And the characters in this book are really awesome. You never spoke about any characters. Obviously, it's about something related
Business books, sir.
market, right? So you
Stock
would have
market.
told small story in it. Okay, stock markets are related to these things. Where this was what I was. No, I was not able to buy this book, something like that. When I got this book as a gift, I jumped on like anything. I was really happy. I was in cloud nine. That okay, this book I was expecting someone to. I mean, I wanted to buy this, and I didn't expect that someone gave me this gift. And definitely, it's quite useful in my further career. And I believe that my brother, he has gifted me, he knows that yes, definitely this book is very important. And he obviously he's one of my great well wishers. So that's the reason he gave me, I believe. So that naturality, it should come. It's not like you just need to be very scripted. I'm sorry, I'm repeating this again and again.
No,
But
no,
guys,
fine, sir,
not only
fine, sir.
for Sohail, it's for everyone. Not only for part two, even part one, part two, and part three questions. So whatever whatever opinion you have, please speak whatever and whatever you have in your mind. It should sound natural. Okay. Yes, great. So great, keep it up. And yes, definitely improve on those things. And also you can add some idioms too, if at all. See, there are like if you type generally use idioms in online. Okay, some of the idioms are there. You can just practice those idioms. Okay, like where you can, but again, it should not be like, okay, you got like 5 to 10 idioms, you mugged it up and you want it to fit everywhere. No, it's not like that again. So just go through some idioms. Some 50 idioms are there, which is very commonly used in English language. You can go through those idioms, and yes, wherever it fits up, you can get, and that will take you to 8.5 score. Believe me. Usually, people say that 8.5 and 9 is only for English speaking people. Those are from English born and those who are there in the English speaking countries. Yes, that is true. But yes, if you use some of the idioms, yes, 8 plus bands also can be in your pocket for speaking. Okay, guys. Yes, let's go to the next person who wants to speak about this topic. Thank you
Business
so. Thank you. So let's see who
So
else we have.
VNR.
Yeah, yes. VVNR. Can you please speak on the topic, please?
Good evening,
Okay.
sir.
Very good evening. Very good evening. Where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay, Hyderabad. Great.
Yeah.
So, yes. So your time starts now. What is your name, by the way?
So my name is Veera Nagireddy.
So what can the examiner call you?
Veera.
Veera. So you need to comfort the examiner, guys. So
Exactly,
one
sir.
more
That's what
important.
I've spelled the Veera.
Yes. So, guys, whenever you have a very big name, Veera Venkata, Pala Naidu, Subramaniam, so these long names are there, right? Especially South Indians we have, isn't it? So, definitely comfort the examiner with one name, a simpler name. You can call me this, okay? To everyone. I'm not only talking to Veera, to everyone. So, Veera, how are you
Yes, sir.
doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, sir.
Okay. So, Veera, your time starts now. Speak on the topic in front of you.
Yeah,
Yes. And
sir.
it will
Today's
take
my
you
topic is
2 minutes.
my book is Holy Book, sir. Ramayana, which is very popular and maximum everyone knows that story. And it was written by the great writer Valmiki.
Mhm.
And many inspirable characters will be there in this book, sir. And here The main characters are Rama, Sita, and many others, sir. Actually, Lord Rama will marry Sita Devi in competition of lifting Shiva Dhanush, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, many inspirable characters. One of my inspired character is Hanuman, sir. He is very loyal Bantu for Rama,
Mm-hmm.
and Sita. Sita Devi is also loyal to Rama as as Lord Rama went to the forest for Vanavasa. Sita Devi also went with Rama along with Rama, and Lakshmana. Lakshmana is right hand of Rama, and not only the right hand, but also he's the brother actually from another mother.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be many kandas as the parts of the Ramayana. Some of the kandas are Aranya Kanda, Yuddha Kanda, where Yuddha Kanda in Yuddha Kanda, the fighting between the Rama and Ravana. I didn't introduce the Ravana, right? Sorry. Ravana is a character where he lives in Lanka.
Mm-hmm.
Ravana will carry the Sita Devi to Lanka
Mm-hmm.
for rejecting his sister's proposal for marrying Rama, sir.
Okay.
So Ravana carries Sita to Lanka,
Mm-hmm.
and for that purpose, Rama does the Yuddham, that is called fight, which will be in Yuddha Kanda, and in search of Sita Devi, they'll go through many. In that Aranya Kanda will be the Aranya in Sanskrit or Telugu, it is called as forest. So in search of forest, in searching in forest, so that is called Aranya Kanda.
Thank you.
Yeah, sir.
Your 2 minutes is up. You spoke more than that actually.
Yeah, sir.
Yes,
Thank
Veera.
you.
Yes. So, Veera, I know that you have chosen a mythological book that has many stories in it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
can just yeah, you were like talking about each and every story. I know.
Yeah, sir.
See, so you can choose one story, and what you can do is you can just talk about that story, what happened, and in that part. Okay. So you
Sure,
said
sir.
that every like Sanskrit word of it you have explained it. So
Yeah.
whenever you're using a jargon which is not known to other people, sometimes yes.
Yeah, sir.
So you need to use English word. For example, you said kanda means a
Yeah,
part
sir.
of the or a story which is a part of a story. Okay.
Exactly, sir.
So you can say that, you can do that because you need to comfort the examiner and explain what is it all about. Okay, sometimes the
Yes, sir.
examiner
Yes.
might not know. So in this case, you have done a very good job, but
Thank you,
you
sir.
can take one part of, especially take one part and try to elaborate it in a very, I mean,
Continuous
more,
manner. Yeah, I got it, sir.
yeah, more this thing, elaboration where you can talk about that story a little bit, what happened in that part and all, isn't it?
Sure, sure,
So
sir.
that you
Yeah,
can
sir.
take, getting confused which part to talk and how many. Obviously, there are many, like so and so, so and so, so and so, and one part or one kanda, which is called as one part, which I like the most of it in
Yes, sir.
Ramayana, the entire Ramayana's book is this one. Okay,
Okay, sir.
why that,
Okay.
why that, and all you can speak about it. Okay, so
Okay,
that
sir.
you'll also be at ease, and also examiner will also understand, not get
Yeah, sir.
confused.
Yeah, yeah.
So I believe that you have done a great job,
Thank
and
you, sir.
only yeah, one thing you have done it here is two mistakes. Rama will marry Sita, so already this has been done in the book, isn't
Maris.
it?
Yeah.
Yes, marry Sita in that story, isn't it? So whenever you talk about stories, guys, everyone can listen to this. Whenever you talk about a story of a movie or any book, anything, you have to tell it in present tense. Okay, remember this. So here, Rama marries Sita, and then so and so thing happened. You can talk about, and also carries Ravana carries Sita, blah blah. You said so. It's not carries, captures. Okay, so captures Sita.
Capture.
Yes,
Okay, sir.
captured her deliberately and took her to Lanka on
The
his
If you don't
vehicle.
mind, capture means touching with hands and no, so
No, it can be any way, any which ways. I
okay.
know he has not used his hand. Yes,
Yeah.
Ravana with his, all the magic, he captures Sita. You can say
Yes,
that.
sir. Yeah.
Yes. So don't go detail into the thing. Just you need to talk about what happened. But carries is like no, carrying with, yes, with what again?
Exactly.
Yes, captures. Apaharan bolte hai na for that.
Yes, sir. Appaharan.
Yes, but don't use again Apaharan and all. Yes,
Yes,
captures is
sir.
the right word to it.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to see any other synonyms, you can use it. Okay. Yes, I'm giving you 6.5 to 7. You can score in this. So more you can actually, like I told you, where you can take one part and explain it to it
Sure
without
thing.
confusion.
Sure, sir.
Yes. Otherwise, you don't have many grammatical errors.
Okay,
That's
sir.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So next, who is next? Mm, we'll go with Shruti Rajput. You there, ma'am? Shruti Rajput.
Sir, can I start?
Yes. Who is it? May I know the name?
Shruti Rajput.
Oh, okay, Shruti Rajput. Fine. So, Shruti, where are you from?
I'm from Gujarat, sir.
Gujarat. How is it going in Gujarat?
All is going well, sir.
It's great. Okay, nice, nice. So, is it raining over there, or like how it is, the weather and all?
No, from 2 days or I think week. Actually, uh,
Mhm.
from 2 days it's not raining.
Okay, okay, that's good. And where exactly from Gujarat? You stay in which city?
I am from Valsad, sir.
Valsad. So, is it an agricultural place, or like how
No,
it
no,
is?
no. It is a city.
It's a city. Okay, it's a
Yeah.
bustling city then. Okay, what's famous over there then?
About what's like
In your
food,
city, food,
fruits.
anything,
Uh,
anything.
about food, you can say vada pav, and about fruits, you can say mango. Mango is famous.
Okay, okay. But mango doesn't come in other seasons, right? I believe only in
Yeah,
summer
but
season with
the
varieties.
mangoes of Valsads are really famous.
Oh, wow. So it's good. I mean, the production of mangoes of Valsad are like really much. I mean, they're very famous. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of mango is it? If I can name, or if you can.
Hafus, Hafus.
Hafus. Okay, nice, awesome. Now it's mouth watering. Great. Okay, so let me set the timer for you. You need to speak on the topic for 2 minutes, and yes, your time starts now. You can start speaking.
Okay. So in today's time, reading books has become a hobby for many people in the world. And
Mhm.
as I'm working with network marketing organization, so on the first day itself, my upline of the company suggested me to read this book. The title of the book on which I would like to talk about today is Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Although
Mhm.
26 years have passed since Rich Dad Poor Dad was published, Rich Dad Poor Dad was first published in 1997.
Mhm.
Rich Dad Poor Dad is one of the best books on financial guidance written by Robert Kiyosaki.
Mhm.
In this book, Kiyosaki explained the best way of personal finance through his two dads, his real father, uh, poor dad, and the father of his best friend. Robert Kiyosaki told that you don't need to earn a high income to become rich. Rich people make money working for them, and also you need to do hard work, but with smart work. This book really sets up your mindset to start making your money. So I will definitely recommend many of my friends. It really gives you a taste of the real world. So that's all.
Okay, you speak up to 1 minute 37 seconds. You're very near to 2 minutes. So when the examiner will not interrupt you or say that okay, start speaking more, he or she will just give gestures, guys. Guys, the examiner in part two is not going to interrupt you at all till 2 minutes. So they'll give you some gestures. So, like hand movement or mouth movement, they'll do because if they speak, that will become nullified. So they don't speak anything in the part two, especially in the part two. They won't give any hints. but they might give a gesture. Okay, speak more because still time is there. Okay. Yes.
Okay,
So
sir.
understand that till the examiner says thank you, please go on speaking on it. So I believe that you have spoken up to 1 minute 40 seconds. That's a good thing. But at least another more 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, it will be really more good. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So Shruti, you have used a little fillers here and there. Okay, that you can avoid. Okay. Little bit of MTI I can see. MTI in the sense the mother tongue influence. So
Okay.
that you can actually get rid of. How to see? Everyone says MTI, MTI, but how to get rid of it? So you need to start imitating people, who are good in English. Try to speak with people or try to observe people. First, you need to observe to get rid of the MTI. When you watch a person who's really good in English is speaking, you observe the language, observe how they are actually pronouncing words, because MTI comes from the pronunciation of words. See, even though the pronunciation, if you're 90% there, that's done. They understand that yes, the this person is from India. Obviously, a little bit of MTI will be there because we can't exactly speak like an English person, isn't it? We are not born and brought up there, but we can improve the pronunciation. That's what I believe that. So you have a little bit of MTI that you can get rid of by watching more and more, hearing more and more English conversations. Okay, and people talk.
Okay.
So that you will get it. Okay, not a big deal. And for fillers, you can use well, more, moreover, like I told you in the last person's thing, right? Feedback. So you can
Hmm.
use well. Well, the book which I like the most is, and the author is quite really descriptive the way he wrote the book and all. So those kind of fillers you can are that fillers you can use it with another word. Okay, like that. Well, okay, these kind of words.
Okay,
So you
sir.
have words in if you type in Google, what are the fillers to be used instead of a filler? What word you can use? If you type, you'll definitely get some of the words. You can start using them again. And can you pronounce published?
What, sir?
Published.
Published.
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
Destruction.
Destruction.
Imitation.
Invitation.
Imitation.
Imitation.
Okay. So it's not published because only for that word I felt Shah is not pronounced properly. But other Shahs you're pronouncing it really good. Okay. It's not published, published. Okay.
Published.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, it is fine. You can, I think you don't have problem with Shah words, but wherever some words you can actually get little problem. The tongue twisters,
Yeah.
we can say the tongue twisting. We can't twist the tongue some of the words. So if you really have those kind of words, realize it and write it down. Okay. If you have this word problem, for example, publish, write that word and say it couple of times. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In the right manner. So that will get rid of that, tongue twisting thing. Okay,
Okay.
you can pronounce it really well. Okay, then Robert Kawasaki, explain. You said explains because he's one person, right? So
Yeah.
he explains. He explains in that book that blah 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 blah. Okay,
Okay.
or he told in that book that blah 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 blah. Okay, he
Okay.
explains here. So subject verb agreement, one error only you got, and otherwise your conversation is really good. You know what you're speaking, and you're very natural also. So the fillers and MTI and a little bit of pronunciation here and there, you can improve it due course, and try to watch more interviews. Okay, see, people say always, okay, I'm watching news channels. See, news channels will improve your language skills because you will improve your conversation, I mean, pronunciational things, how to pronounce words. But you need to watch a conversation between two people, then you'll understand. Listen to more. Obviously, all the listenings which you do for IELTS are all conversation, some of them, isn't it? So listen to them and also watch interviews. Indian actors, Indian entertainment people, when they speak English, they're really, really good. I love most of the, I don't want to take one or two names, but there are many people who speak awesome English, awesome English, like Kangra Ranawat, like this guy Karan Johar and all. they speak, not only that, most of them, 90% of them, they speak good English. So if you are an entertainment lover, you can watch those things, okay? Or you can watch cricketers speaking if you're a sports lover, guys. So whatever interest you have, watch those interviews, watch those people who speak regarding that it should be in English anyways, okay? So watch those
Okay.
things. You'll have a change in your conversation, you'll have a change in the way you speak, because I learned it like that. I never went to any English speaking country. Maybe in future I might go, inshallah. But till now I didn't go to any English speaking country. But definitely you will improve your language just by watching these videos and watch series. Okay. Yes, this is
Okay.
what I can recommend to everyone, not only Shruti, it's for everyone, right? Yes, thank you, Shruti.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, nice. Bye bye. Okay, so yes. Now, next question is, I'll choose two people here. We have only 10 minutes left. Okay. Describe a favorite childhood memory. I am giving you only 2 to 3 minutes because we have very less time now. Yes, you have 2 to 3 minutes to work on this topic, and you can raise your hands back. Okay. Yes, your 2 minutes starts for the preparation now. So the question is, describe a favorite childhood memory. What happened during this memory? What was it so memorable, and how did it make you feel? Explain the impact it had on your life. So it's not that you only have to speak on these questions. These are only again props, guys. You can speak anything and everything about your childhood favorite memory. Okay, so you can come up with anything which you like the most in your childhood. So your 2 minutes is starting now. Yes. And then once you're ready, you can raise hands again. Okay. Okay, just give me 1 second, guys.
One.
Okay. Yeah, I believe your 2 minutes is up. Let's see who have raised the hands first. First come, first serve. Okay. I can go with Janavi Konamaneni. Yes. Janavi, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Janavi, right?
Yeah, yes, it's Janavi.
Yes. So Janavi, where you're from?
I'm from Guntur, Andhra Pradesh.
Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. Great. So I think Guntur is famous for mirchi, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So Janavi, like, what's your favorite childhood memory? And I'm going to start timing. Can you go into a room where you can actually be more clear so that you don't have any background sound?
Yes,
Others, is
sure. Can you give me a minute?
yes, yes. So the others can mute yourself. Just we'll listen to Janvi now.
Hello.
Yeah, Janvi, you can start
Uh,
speaking.
yeah, do
Starts
you
now.
find any disturbance now?
N- Not yet, but are you in a noise-free environment?
Yeah, I do stay in a hostel, so
Okay, no problem. You can start speaking. Yes,
yeah.
your time
Uh,
starts.
okay. Uh, you asked me to describe about a childhood memory. After seeing the sentence of, or after hearing it, I couldn't say this is a childhood memory or something, a situation. But the moment I heard, I just uh, subconsciously got a strike of this memory. Actually, we were having a family journey from Guntur to Nellore, where my father used to work there. So we have taken me, my mother, and my cousins have taken a bus journey to reach the final destination. So me, my sister has shared a two-seat bus, two seats which was allotted in a bus. We were going, and we have a huge rush during these. It was summer, so we had a huge rush during these days. So what happened is many people were standing in between the lines. So one, you could say, I have seen a person, I have seen a man. You could, his age would be around probably from between 40s or 50s, and
Mhm.
then me and my sister has offered a seat to him, so that he doesn't have any knee pains or whatever, he could feel comfortable during the journey. And everything, my paternal aunt has stayed us like, why did you share your seat? You are adjusting yourself, but why did you share? And then everything was a bit rough with me, and with her the conversation was a bit rough, but yet the uncle, or you could say the man, has boarded his destination in Ongol, I guess, which was half the journey of our journey. He just went into a shop and he just bought me a 2 liters of cool drink, which was a big thing during those days when I was like 10 to 12 years. I remember this act was a bit funny, while you couldn't conclude it as a childhood memory, but felt like I felt very happy because everyone just opposed me, like, why did you offer a seat? But the written gestures offered by him was left astonished. So from this I learned
Yeah, thank
like
you. Your 2 minutes is up. So, yes, Janvi, your 2 minutes is up. You spoke more than 2 minutes. You're up to 2 minutes. That's good. And finally, what happened? So, did he get down? Did he got your seat for the half of the journey? And where did you sit?
I mean, like, we two adjusted in one seat, and the uncle has adjusted in the other seat. He just gave me the drink. So I felt like one has to help. We shouldn't expect, I mean, like, we have been taught since our childhood, help, help
Yes.
from your right hand, and your left hand shouldn't be knowing that.
Okay. And believe me, I mean, one funny thing is he has brought you a 2 liter cool drink, and in the
Yeah.
bus journey, if you drink so much of water, it is very troubling, right? Yeah, that's a joke, by the way. Anyways, you have done a great job, buddy. Even children, most of them are like they don't have any, ego or anything. Once we grow up, when we think of many things. So I believe this is there in children. They are very soft nature, kind hearted. They don't have malice in their, isn't it? So that is what the
Pure
childhood.
souls.
Yes, sorry.
Pure souls.
Yes, okay. Pure souls, yes. So definitely that's a great thing. I really love the act which you did. Yes, Janvi, I didn't find many grammatical errors as such. I didn't find any as such here and there, but maybe one or two might be. But when you were into your, uh, when you were explaining things, when you went into the naturality, you took me to that, that state where I can imagine things, what you've done, even though I have not seen your face. I don't know you personally. I've seen a small girl doing these things. So that is what the examiner wants here, the naturality. So I believe that you can score 7 to 7.5 easily. Keep it up, go through different kinds of topics like this. Definitely, guys, if you speak naturally and if you imagine things, and fresh memory is what you want. So don't go back to memories where you can not recall it. Use fresh memories which can you where you can speak on the topic really with ease. Okay, people try to recollect way far ahead they've gone and they get stuck. So don't get stuck, don't get too emotional also again, because if you become emotional, you will your thought process will get hampered, and that will go into the fluency. So what they'll be checking is your fluency, the way you speak, the confidence levels. Okay, obviously all these things matters, and other things are grammar. Okay. Yes, so
So
that's a good job. Yeah.
I do have a doubt. I mean, like I repeated few of the words, like I want to say this, and then I said I want to say this. Does that really count in giving a low band?
Yeah, see, definitely some of the things where they'll be checking your fluency, that counts with the fluency. So
Okay.
fluency is not everything, right? Fluency is not only everything. You have coherence, content, whatever you're speaking over there, and also the conference levels and pronunciation. These are the things they're checking. Fluency only is a part, but fluency makes the most part of it. So don't get confused again. Whatever you think clearly and speak it. And
Okay.
if you are a bit slower, then definitely that will actually lead you to a good band score. Slower in the sense, don't again speak like, okay, one childhood memory which I remember the most is. Don't go like that again. It should be natural. So the way you spoken is really well. Keep it up, and then if you feel that yes, I'm not getting that thing, don't go on to that situation or scene. Just tell about something else, because the examiner will not know what you've done there. Even if you bluff a little bit, also no issues. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. So another one guy, and then we'll end this session. And then if you have any questions related to part two, you can talk about it. Okay. Yes, another one is okay. Jeevan Chaudhary.
Good evening, sir.
Jeevan.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, who is it?
This is Jeevan Jyoti. You can address by my name, Jeevan.
Okay, okay, great. So Jeevan, what do you do and where you're from?
I'm from Krishna, Andhra Pradesh, sir. I'm currently working.
Okay, Jeevan. Okay, very good. So what do you work as?
I'm working as a client relationship manager in a startup company.
Okay, okay, great. So you know what is part one all about and part two all about, right?
Yes, sir.
So part two is a topic round, and your topic for today is childhood memory, and you need to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. Okay?
May I start?
Yes, your time starts now.
Memories plays a vital role in our life. Today I'm going to talk about my childhood memory. And going back to my roots is like an exciting thing for me. So I'm going to explain this. In my schooling, when I was in a fifth standard, I think, our
Mhm.
school authority plans a field trip, like it's like a picnic trip for a theme park. It is around 500 kilometers far from our hometown.
Mhm.
And at that day, I was so excited to go that theme park and enjoy. I want to enjoy a lot in that park. Usually in normal days, I won't woke up until 9, but at that day, I woke up at 5 a.m. without my mom is to make a noise to woke up me. But at that day, I usually woke up by myself, and I
Mhm.
started dress up at 6. I ready at 6, and I go to school, and there we started our journey started around 7:30 a.m. and we reached that destination place around 8:30 or to 9.
Mhm.
And the authority is to give a ticket ban for that to allow all these children to that park. And
Mhm.
first of all, they make us like giving a swimsuit to enjoy all the water sports we enjoyed, like many of the water things. Like we are
Mhm.
going for a rain dance, wave dance. These are like a so exciting thing for a child in that
Mm.
age. And after that, we headed for a lunch, and we had a good vegetarian lunch, like our native lunch, like with a dal and all these papads, all these things. After
Mhm.
that, we went for games. Those are like some of the things like Giant Wheel, Columbus. We really enjoyed a lot there.
Okay,
And
thank you. Your time is up.
thank you, sir.
Yes, you spoke more than 2 minutes. It is 2 minutes 8 seconds. That's a good time, I believe. Okay. So I like the way you are natural and you wanted to like go into the story or whatever you've done it in the past. That's really good. And uh, also you were there for 2 minutes. That is there. And yes, the areas where you can improve are like Jeevan Jyoti. It's not at that day. It's on that day.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So
Yeah.
you're saying at that day, you can change it to on that day. And you also said, my mother makes a noise to woke me up, to,
Woke me
to
up.
wake, to wake me up. Because
Wake me up.
do that in that, in the past only you went and you were saying that she used to do that every day, when I was a child. Maybe now, maybe now also if you're studying, you should have done that, right? Yes. My mother used to make a noise and used to wake me up. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So used to is already used. So woke me up is not wrong there. So she used to make a noise to wake me up. Okay. That is one thing you need to change. And for a games, you said. So when plural is used, games are many, isn't it? So
Yeah.
two games, and then from there we went to play some games, not for a games. Okay, so these are small errors which you have made because already you are a working professional, so you would be speaking with your clients and people around you, those who are not from same place, isn't it? So definitely you can improve your language really well because you have the scope to do it. Mostly students, what happens is they don't have that the chance to improve or speak more in English. The reason is the other students won't speak at all. Sometimes once we go to graduation and intermediate, they won't speak that much unless until you ought to. Otherwise, now you are already a working professional, so you have
I'm
that.
a fresher, sir. I didn't. I'm just offer. I get a offer letter. I didn't join even. I'm having a joining in next month.
Okay. So then you have a scope to improve more, isn't it? So obviously, when you
Okay.
speak to the clients, when they speak, you will listen, isn't it? So this must be an international company, isn't it?
Yeah.
So definitely you will have that scope. So these are the things where you can work on, and also try to watch more of English series, English movies, which will make your language more better. And watch interviews, like I gave the feedback for others, right? So watch more and more interviews, anything and everything related to interviews. Okay, sports
Okay.
interview, let it be entertainment, let it be anything. Okay, so and again, it should be in English, not in Telugu interviews.
Okay, sir.
Okay, great guys. Nice
Sir,
speaking
which
to you.
point I can get?
Yes, I can give you now as of now 6 to 6.5. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and you have a scope to improve, go up to 7.5. Okay,
Okay, sir.
just follow these,
May
I
I
think.
ask you a question, sir? Sir,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
the examiner is asking more and more questions, is it a good thing?
No, examiner will not ask you more questions. The reason is, guys, you will have only 12 minutes allocated for you for your part, for your entire
Slot.
examination. Yes. So there would be another 10 students sitting outside. So definitely examiner is not interested unless until he is interested very much in you, he'll spend another 2 minutes. That's it. He or she again. So usually by 11th or 12th minute, you'll be out of the examination room. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So yes, examiners sometimes if they're not getting what they've asked, sometimes they might ask another question. Only one question. They'll not again cross question. Why not this? Why this? No, not that conversation will happen. Maybe in another question after part two question, they'll ask another question. That's it. Nothing more than that. Okay. Okay, guys. That's all for today. We'll discuss more of part three questions tomorrow and part two also if we have more time for in tomorrow's session. So that's all for today. If you have any questions, please you can pose it now, and we'll end the session now. So you can type it in the chat box if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll call it a day. Okay. Otherwise, you can preserve your questions for tomorrow's session. In the starting of the session only, I'll answer some of your questions. Okay. Yes. So I feel no one has typed anything. Let's see. Okay, ma'am, are there any questions from the students? Because
No, sir, there are no questions. They are just saying thank you for the best suggestions.
Excuse me,
Oh,
sir.
yes, who is it?
This is Anirudh speaking, sir. I have a question to ask.
Yes, Anirudh, yes.
Can my conversation be in a story format just to not forget things, keep it in the flow? Or should I stick to the questions asked by the examiner?
Are you talking about part one, part two, or part three? Which one?
Part two, like anyone. Like I just like want to keep the same method for every round instead of trying to think too much.
Every round is different, buddy. Part one is different from part two. Part two should be you will be telling stories here, isn't it? Part one
Okay.
is just direct conversation where the examiner will asking one question. Like for example, what do you do? That means
I'm
you'll be saying, student, I am studying so and so, blah 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 blah. To only
yeah.
3 sentences, 3 to 4 is maximum they want.
Okay.
Because part one they have 4 to 5 questions and you need to answer it in 3 to 4 sentences. That's it. But part two is different. You
Okay.
have to tell stories in 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yes. But regarding part three, we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Please preserve your questions if you have any other questions. And bye bye. Take care and then hand over the call to ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.
You too, sir. Thank you. Bye. Okay, guys.